The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
The Badger Hockey Digest, presented by Charter Communications.
Hi folks, welcome to the Badger Hockey Digest, brought to you by Charter. I'm the radio voice of Wisconsin hockey, Brian Posick, with head coach Mike Eaves. The Badgers riding a 10-game unbeaten streak, their longest since 2006. They've also won 6 in a row after back-to-back road sweeps at Alaska Anchorage and Minnesota State. Badgers home for their next 4. In fact, they play 11 of their last 16 regular season games here in Madison. But Mike, this past weekend at Mankato, your club came through and found a way to win twice in overtime. And Captain America, as I refer to him from his days with the World Junior team and Team USA, was Captain Clutch. John Ramage scored the overtime winners both nights. It was pretty fun to watch.
Well, first of all, for those that haven't been there, it's a tough place to win, and our record there hasn't been stellar, but we found a way to get that monkey off our back, and what a better way than in overtime. And you know, getting offense from unusual source in John. John's not noted for being a big goal scorer, but he made a couple really solid plays. And as a senior defenseman, showed some poise and confidence and came up with a couple big plays. And when you're on the road, you need big plays. You need somebody to step up and make those kind of plays, and he was that guy this weekend.
Yeah. On Friday night, Wisconsin won 4-3, led 3 different times by a goal. Joe Faust scored his first goal in some 50 games. Jefferson Dahl and Ryan Little came through as well. That Dahl line with Ryan Little and Sean Little was very, very good this past weekend.
Could have been one of the best lines on the ice, and they've been pretty good for us all year in terms of their play without the puck. They had created many scoring chances, but hadn't been able to convert them until this weekend. And then things came together for them. And they had actually, as you have noted in some other interviews, they've been working on that after practice, and their work paid off. And they played well with and without the puck, and were unquestionably one of the best lines on the ice this past weekend.
Yeah, they put the puck away. Defensively, they've been strong all year, though, haven't they?
Oh, yeah. They're very intelligent players. They understand the concept of what we're trying to do as a team when we don't have the puck. And most of the times when we're showing video, they're the guys who are the teachers on the video, because they feed off each other very well. And it was great reward for all the hard work that they've done, and I know they felt good about themselves.
Yeah, and the game winner on Friday night was set up by a very nice saucer pass from Nick Kurdilis along the left wing wall. That was a heck of a play by him, and that was a long shift for him too.
Yes, it was. And you might have to describe to our audience what a saucer pass is. You know? Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah. Well, it's when you flip the puck a little bit in the air and it spins right to the stick of the young man, which exactly happened with John Ramage.
Yeah, it was just like a flying saucer. It doesn't flip, but it sauces and it covers space, and it was a pretty pass. And John again made a really nice, poised, confident play with the puck. And the one thing that goes unnoted there is Mr. Barnes, Tyler Barnes, skated in front of the goaltender, which threw him off, and he went down, which allowed John to take a step and get it up and over in the net.
Yeah. On Saturday night, 1-0 Wisconsin on another Jefferson Dahl goal, and then Minnesota State was able to tie it up midway through the third period or so, but you guys kept battling and battling. 6 seconds left in overtime when John comes through again, but that was hard work behind the net that set up that game winner.
Well, it was a forecheck goal. We got the puck in deep, and the little brothers went behind the net, dug it out, and Ryan made a pass out to the front and got deflected to John. And Coach Shuchuk and I were on the bench with 10 seconds. We're looking, and honestly, the thought was, okay, we're going to get a point here. John, just get the puck on the net. And he made a really nice poised move with the puck, brought it back to the middle, took a shot, and it hit a shin pad, the goalpost, and went in. And Shuey and I looked at each other and says, are you serious? That's just a replay from last night, John Ramage again. And the guys had a lot of fun with Rammer, because one night on the first night when he scored, he shot an arrow into the air, and then the second night he did a Yammer Yager and saluted the fans. So the kids were just like Christmas morning. They were just jumping around, so excited. And what a great emotional boost for our club. You know, we went through some tough times, and now we're getting rewarded for our hard work and working through all those tough times, and having a lot of fun this last weekend.
Yeah, and John Ramage in particular, he's had a fine senior season, and you can see he might be playing his best hockey for Wisconsin right now.
Without question, without question. And good for him, because I think last year being named captain, he did want to be Captain America. He wanted to be everything to everybody, and he tried too hard. The second half of the year he settled down, and now he is truly playing his his best hockey because he's doing his thing and he's trusting his teammates to do theirs.
Yeah. The Badgers, again, unbeaten in their last 10. They're a game over 500 for the first time this season. And this weekend, they welcome in 8th-ranked Miami of Ohio. We'll talk more about the Redhawks when we come back after this from Charter.
Who needs this modern world? I can live just fine out here without the road rage and boy bands. Of course, I might miss my Charter HD with football on ESPN and Walking Dead on AMC. Just ESPN, AMC, Shark Week on Discovery HD, and Comedy Central HD. But that's it. Except for HBO HD.
Charter now has over 100 HD channels and more brilliant HD shows on demand than ever. Get Charter HD for only $29.99 a month when you bundle.
Back with Badgers coach Mike Eaves as Wisconsin prepares for this weekend's home series against Miami of Ohio. First time the Badgers have been at the Kohl Center for about a month or so, a little bit longer. Before we talk about the Redhawks, though, one thing that I wanted to bring up in the Minnesota State series was the work of your penalty kill. 8 for 8 on Saturday and pretty good on Friday as well. That penalty kill is up near 87, 88% during this 10-game unbeaten streak. It's really playing well.
We're doing a lot of good things. I think that the structure that we have is starting to pay off. I think guys are really comfortable with it. If you break down the penalty kill in its different areas, you got your face-off in your own zone. If you can win that face-off in your own zone, you're saving yourself 20 to 30 seconds on the kill. I think our forecheck is doing a good job, and we're not letting people just skate into our zone. We're forcing them to chip it in and try to go get it, which becomes a 50-50 puck. And then they're doing a good job with their sticks and the structure that we want. And then when we have opportunities to get the puck down the ice, we're getting it 200 feet rather than having it turned over. Then you're in real trouble. And the goal they scored on Friday was a result of that. It wasn't anything fancy. We just didn't get it out, and they took advantage of us being in a little disarray. So those are the areas of the penalty killing that when you're doing those things well, your penalty killing is going to be pretty good.
Yeah, and goaltending has to be good too. And both of your goaltenders, Landon Peterson and Joel Rumpel, their save percentage is right around .930. That's very good.
Yeah, that's I didn't mention that's almost a common denominator. Yeah. That's understood. They have to be your best penalty killer, and they've done their part as well.
All right, non-conference series against Miami of Ohio. It's kind of a quirk in the WCHA schedule. The Badgers had 2 bye weeks in conference play during the second half. They'll have Penn State in town later on in the second half. But Miami of Ohio is a good team. They're ranked 8th in the country, one of the better teams in the CCHA. Enrico Blase's been there for 14 years now and seems to get them to the NCAA tournament each and every year.
Well, they have a quality team. If you're looking for those factors that make them a good team, they have skilled forwards. They play at pace defensively. They want to take time and space away from you. Goaltending is very solid. So they have a lot of the qualities that when you talk about a good team, they have them.
Yeah, they're goaltending 2 freshmen. Last year they lost a young man by the name of Connor Knapp and also Cody Reichert, both senior goaltenders who were very good. They're freshmen. Their goals against is about 1.5, and their save percentage is close to .932.
No, we're going to have to do things that make their job difficult. We're going to have to get pucks and bodies to the net, take their eyes away with screens, and because if they see the puck, they have a pretty good chance of stopping it.
Yeah, and the way your club is playing right now, I suppose, fans, media too, they're kind of taking a look at the pairwise and the RPI. Where's Wisconsin right now that you're over 500? I know you've addressed it with a team, but I'm guessing it's not a major component of your conversations each and every day.
No, it's not. I mean, we have a standing board down there that we take a look at for the WCHA, and it's one of those ones you step back, you look where you are. Okay, now we get back to square one, what we can control today, and the same with the RPI. For us to have a good RPI, we got to keep winning. We have to win against quality opponents like this weekend. So the way that we're playing, the quality opponent that we have, it's an opportunity for us. And again, we're going to go back to work today and prepare ourselves to do the things that we can to help us win this weekend.
All right, the Badgers in Miami of Ohio at the Kohl Center this weekend. We'd love to see you out at the rink. Face-off Friday night at 8 o'clock. It's on the Big Ten Network. Saturday night at 7 o'clock. It's on FS Wisconsin Plus. You can also listen on the Badgers Sports Network online, too, at thebadgersportsnetwork.com. For Badgers coach Mike Eaves, I'm Brian Posick. Thanks for watching the Badger Hockey Digest, brought to you by Charter.